When did they tell you?
Well, Garth whispered something in my ear after a game. I can't remember which game, but it was that initial little, hey, I'm his guy. And then, I had some serious conversations with Adrian and Garth, and, it all came to be, but very happy to be here.
Brian, even if not an exact game, you have a rough time frame on when that initial indication came?
It was, look, after we made the playoffs, I think things were really stacking up in my favor. I'll put it to you that way.
Can you describe the feeling that you had when you first found out that you got the
Well, I was happy that the team won. And I'm happy that they continue to win, because that's my best job security, is those guys performing at the level that they can. That makes my job a lot easier. It makes our job, Ante, Jimmy, Tommy, Dave, it makes our job easier. So I'm very, very elated and happy that the team's performing well.
Now that this is done, Brian, did any of this weigh on you at all?
No. No. I mean, Sunday's game is weighing on us because we got to prepare, but no. I'm really happy in a good way, good spirits.
Brian, when did this become something you wanted to do, from Hale to San Diego to the Sea Dogs? When did coaching Major League Soccer become something?
Well, I think I told you guys a story that in 2002, when Adrian first called me up, I didn't know exactly what he wanted to talk about. And we had a good conversation. I coached the USL team for a few years. Then, getting that experience, MLS comes to town, some big picture coaches, Ziggy, everybody, getting to feel MLS. Yeah, you kind of get excited and you kind of say to yourself, yeah, I want to measure myself against Bruce Arena, against Jason Kreis, against guys like that. Yeah, so over the years, it's become a little bit more, and finally happened, so I'm happy.
Dad have an influence on this? Lake City Hawk days, any of that?
Yeah, they all did. All my former coaches, including my father, yes, they all played a big part in this.
How excited are you to continue your journey with the team?
Well, we're really excited to go down to Dallas and put on a good performance, and then work on the next opponent if we get a good result. We are happy as a staff that this has kind of solidified itself. It's not the interim tag anymore. It does give us perhaps a little bit more sense of closure, but we know that we still have a job to do, and that's what we're going to do.
You've said it a couple times, and it's kind of self-explanatory in its own way, but in your own words, why is this your dream job?
Well, I started off as a player here when I was 17 years old, and if I could, script a life for myself, I don't know if along the way I would have, gone through the chapters as they kind of played out, but certainly coaching the team that you first started with, that was your first professional club as a player, that's a big deal, Matt.
Brian, were you expecting this announcement to come while the season was still going on, or was this something that you thought you talked to Garth and Adrian with after the season had ended?
Initially, we had talked about waiting till the season was over, but I'm very happy that I was able to win them over. The team, obviously, and the results helped, so it was a welcome surprise.
Brian, and doing it here at the Alliance meeting and talking about the stewardship of this and what soccer means to the community, well, what a special night. And what a special thing this is that you don't see in other sports.
It was special because the reception I got was more than I anticipated. The amount of people in the room and the enthusiasm when that announcement was made really touched me. That was a good moment for me. Happy to have my son in the room, Kian. He was here. It was a good moment, and it just, to me, is what is the club? Well, the club is the relationship to the players and the fans, and we're all soccer fans. We all love the players. We all love the club. I think it was just all around a special night.
What were your first thoughts when you heard the news?
Well, I told my wife we have a job for another year. It was good. It was a good moment. How about that? It was a really, really good moment for me.
So you won't be working at the shop anytime soon, then?
No, I won't. Nope.
Is it a one-year deal then, or a multi-year?
I'll keep that to ourselves, Matt.
I know you don't want to focus on it, but did you get to tell the players your
We told them yesterday before training.
Good reaction.
Yeah, they were all positive. It's all positive.
So, Coach Brian, you've been around for many, many years. So, what do you think that it makes this fan base to be the best in the league?
A lot of different reasons. That's a big question. I mean, the history of the city, 1974, the various down years, the up years, the just the path of soccer in this country, that we've been here since the beginning almost. There's a lot of good storylines within the club, and I think having been able to see the 70s and 80s through the 90s, 2000s, now this MLS, 40 plus thousand. I mean, the city deserves this. I think we've been a good soccer city for many years.
Brian, what do you think the whole alliance and the fact that the fans can participate and they can vote and they can bitch and all of that? What do you think about that? I mean, it just is the coolest thing.
Yeah, it is. It makes Garth's job a little harder, not mine. Democracy in Sports, Joe's idea, Drew, Adrian, good ownership, innovative, some of the core values that you saw up there, it all ties in.
Have a great night.
I will.
Congrats.
Let's go watch some baseball.